Welcome guys to today's stream. Right, last day I think we have completed and learned about classes, right? Today we will go forward, right? So this is Kumar Kalyan at Twilio rank 2 field operator, right? In my last stream, like I showed you like how we can, right, about classes. So we learned about classes and some topics like that, like object literals, and I think we have got that found that access key from the scientist. And today's mission, today's stream, okay, we will be looking for someone. No, this one. I have got one access key, I think. Now I have to look upon other scientists. We have the access key. I don't have the requisite access level to blue to pass this checkpoint. Okay. Okay guys, let me share one thing with you, that I just cleared the rank 2 certification. Now I am an official rank 2 certificate field operator at Twilio. Okay. I think we have done this, right? No need of this. This will open it, like we have covered it earlier. And like this is an amazing game, like, and if you like to play it, that you will learn a lot. I believe that, like, I got to know about some new concepts and topics like that, the arguments, right? I've never heard about those topics in any YouTube videos. So this is really very much cool and amazing. This game is made for learning, and I can assure you that you will at least learn something. Oh, we don't have that access code, right? Can we go there? No, we can't. We just have got one single access code from, what is here? That's scientist, right? Okay, there is the second botanist. From here we can get the second. Learn about essential programming if statement. Let's do this. Okay. So yeah, this is something cool. Let me open my VS Code in the quest, right? So here we have been mentioned about opening and creating a if-else block statement, right? So the objective of this mission is to teach you how you can execute an if-else statement, like, so it is basically most important topic, right? While you are working with any sort of conditions, say if I ask you to print 5 numbers, so you can check out a logic, like if the number is 5, you can print yes 5. Here are some examples given, like if the animal is dog, you can console log a woof. So this is basically a boolean statement. Boolean means either the value is true or the value is false, right? So we need to create a file named northbridgecontrol.js. So this is really cool. Okay, let me share my VS Code screen. That will be amazing. I think now it's already available to see you guys, right? I'm gonna create a new file and folder name not bridge control.js. Now here we have to create, right, anything. Say we can create const, say name equals, say something, say operator, and if we print say if name equals, this is the logic for the statement, say this one, we're gonna print console.log hello, right. Say else we're gonna print console.log hey. So this is something really cool, I find it. So so in this challenge we need to take input from user, so we can do it like this, avg value.to. This means something for like the second value will be I think this should work. So if false, we're gonna go for something called this. So if what we can do, that argument value equals extend. So in this challenge we will learn about like how to execute, else it's gonna print nothing. So we are not using if or else. So process.avg followed by an array true. Let me show you something. So if I check this out, okay, we have another time for experiments. Let me check this out here. Yeah, see, so what is happening here, if I add up here a comment, so if this value is true, right, then it's gonna print this one. This is the condition. What is the basic syntax for an if and else statement, right? So we have a condition here, condition, I'm going to show you the basic prototype for this. So if you have a condition, say if I'm a boy, why we use it, like if I'm a boy and if this condition is true, then we're gonna execute something. Say execute this, and if it is not true, that the expression is not true, then we're gonna execute this. So if I pass here condition in any if and else statement, so and if this condition is gets matched, right, then it returns a value true. Say I'm a male, so it is true, so we can execute this statement. And if this condition is not true, then we can execute this statement, right? Getting my point? So this is the basic condition or the basic logic behind in if and else logic, right? Some of the most common examples that we use in our daily life may it be like while you enter password, like user login or password for signing up into your Google account or maybe a Facebook account or maybe your say Instagram account. So the server checks that if your password is equals to your given password or saved password, then it's gonna return true and you get access to the website, or else you're gonna get an error message that maybe you have forgotten your password, you can reset it, or it may show some error, right? So this is the basic concept behind it. So now let me press on hack. Let me change my screen. So that will be enabled for you next. You don't need this. So if I now press on hack, you got a success. So this challenge was designed to teach us something about, like, okay, either you haven't forgotten me, have you rescued me once? Okay, so there is something which teaches us in conversation, we don't need it. So I think we need to cover up all the JavaScript conditional logics to rescue the scientist. Now we're gonna learn about else statement. So in the last challenge we learned about that, I explained you about what is if and else, but in the last challenge we executed the if statement only. Now we can use an else statement, right? So let's do this. So here we have to create a new file, and if passed number 0 as a command line argument, print alive, and if passed other numbers, we're gonna print other. So this is something very much cool, right? So precisely cool. Okay, So now let me change my screen. I think it's visible now, so we need to learn new concepts. So what was the name there? I think it was treelifedetector.js. Create a class. So again we need to take an argument. So const argument equals class name. So const argument equals to process dot avg add 2. So now what will be the logic? If it was given that if the number is 0, we're gonna print alike, else we're gonna print other. So simply we're gonna go for avg equals 0, right? So we're gonna print a console.log, right? Simply console.log, say alive, and now else. Now if I print if my argument is not equals 0, what am I going to print? Console.log other, I think. So I think this should work. This takes as a string. Sorry, I forgot to make it right. Okay, we need to typecast it, right? You can typecast it. So now this will be changed to in form of number. So and sorry, something here, some error is being occurred. Let me check the say, let me open the terminal. So node tree live detector detc tor.js. We're gonna pass this argument 0. Oh man, ARVG, right? That's why we're not getting any answer. Yeah, okay, nice. Now we can press on the hack button. Alright, so let me change my screen here. Kit Studio, we can change it to say next. So if I press on the hack button, success, we earned some XPs. So now it's 401 XPs. We go here and check this out. We need to complete this mission. I would say one thing, right? I personally recommend you guys to play this game, right? This will literally clear down your concepts. We have, I think, completed this, right? So we don't need this. Anything else? I think, where should I go? Yeah, there is also a challenge. Branching conditionals. Okay, this time we have gotten like another amazing challenge. This is really nice. Okay, I've already given you that example of like the password change. Like, what will you do if you like, you may get options like while changing a password or entering a password in any of these Facebook, right, or in the website or signing up, you may get an option like forgot password. So what will you do? Like, this is conditional branching is required for while you have multiple conditions to ensure, like, so we can use a lot of conditions. We can like make, like, if I give you the example of if you have forgotten password on user authentication system, there should be a reset password, forgotten password, or it should send you like a verification message via, maybe it may be via email, maybe via text message. So this is really important to understand, and one of this code logic used in case of say Twilio is teaching us. This is nice. So we have created a JS file named enhanced life detector. Now we have to create, we can use else if statements, like, so again we're gonna just const input. Let me check, say if this work, direct typecasting. So process dot, what was that, arvg, right? Say 2, let me control Z, we are directly typecasting. So console dot log, say input. Now all we're gonna go for is, what's it, if this works. It should work. Why? Oh man, enhance. Alright, what is happening in the loader module? If I say copy node followed by paste, see it, paste, so 6. Oh man, CESS, I think that's why it's giving me. So this happens as a developer. 2, GV. Now I think it should work. Yeah, it is working. So now we're gonna take like, say if input equals 0, we're gonna print something. Else if input equals 1, we're gonna print something. Console dot log, so what was there in our table? We need to print alive if 0, flowering and shedding for 1 and 2, and if there is a 3 plus, right? So we need to console.log here, we need to print alive. We need to print here so this checks a lot of statements, right? Conditional statements. It is really nice. I find it amazing. Then we have shedding, and then we have other. So now let me tell you one thing before I move forward. What is the difference between this and this? Here we will check only a single condition, right? But here we are checking multiple conditions. So if this is not true, the computer will check this one. If this is not true, the computer will check this one. And if these 3 conditions are not true, then it's gonna print else statement. But here we are using only a single, like we are checking only a single logic, that if the input is 0. So this type of statements is called nested if statements, right? We can use else if. Okay, so let me check that if it works. I think we need to change this name. One more typo. Let me change my screen so that you can check this out. Next, done. Hack. Success, we have earned 100 XPs again. Now I think we will get the access code. So we have got the access code. Now let's move from here. Oh my god, there is something else. More complex if statements. Should water.js. Okay, before going to this logic, let me show you one thing. Let me tell you one thing, right? Have you ever noticed that why we are using the 2 here? I have the best answer for it. Okay, let me show you something. Consider this as an array. Okay, consider this as an array, and here we have three boxes. Say three boxes. First box contains node, third box contains this name, and fourth box contains this letter 6. Now we are taking the input from the command line, and if this argv is the name of this array, process.argv, and if we want this argument, this 6 argument, so and this value, so which one we need? This 6, position 0 1 2. That's why we are using this array, passing this array of 2. Okay, so don't get confused next time. Okay, oh, this will not work, right? We need to go for, say, something. Okay, blah 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 blah, clear. argv, this is basically an array. I'm going to teach you again once again. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I think I just forgot to change my screen. Don't worry, I will teach you once again, right? So I've changed the screen. So what I was telling in the that what was there is this, so objective should water.js. Let me create a class. So we're gonna go for input, like in this challenge we're gonna go for input. We can use logical operators, right? In this challenge we will use logical operators. Before that, let me tell you about this important concept. Say this is a variable, say const, and we're gonna typecast because we're gonna take the numbers, right? Both will be numbers. So say it be, say, arg1 equals typecasting number process dot argv2. Sorry, argv, I just get confused. This one will be the first argument. So what was I was discussing, like this one. Say if you check out this terminal, yeah, so if this is an array, so this one is 0, this 0th box has the item node, the first box or the box with the having the id 1 having this one. So what will be the argument? So the second argument, so this box having the id of 2 in this array will be our first argument, and this box having the id of 3 will contain our this argument, right? Second argument. So this was the topic I was explaining there. Now condition was that if argument 1 equals 0 and argument 2 greater than 10, we're gonna print console.log water, right? Let me tell you something interesting. We are using this and this is a logical operator. Okay, let me show you using the stream marker where it was. Do we have the marker property? We don't have, na, right? So let me show you something really cool. Control shift plus plus, right? Plus plus. Control shift minus minus. I hope now the screen is much bigger, you can understand it. So this one is the logical operator. Okay, this means when both these conditions are true, say if the argument is, say, let me show you in this terminal. Now the first argument is 0, second argument is 11. Let me make it more easy for you. Okay, so see, let it run. So see, if both the conditions are true, first argument here is 0, okay, second condition is 11, so 11 greater than 10, yes. So and an operator or this logical operator is used to combine two statements, right? So let me tell you something like, so this condition will satisfy if and only if these two conditions are matched. But if you use this operator, say this or we call it logical or, so, and now if I change this, say 9, this is gonna work. So what is happening here? This means logical or means either this one is true or this one. So if we use logical or, don't get confused, if we use logical or, what will happen, that if one from these two conditions are true, this is gonna execute. But if we use this one, logical and, then this will only execute if and only if both the conditions are true, right? Now let me press on the hack button. So before that, let me change my screen. I want to stream it like, so hacked, back to the tutorial, hack, see, I have got some more XPs. Oh, I think I have missed this one. This one was amazing. I have to check this out. We should get something in the inventory. What is that? This chest is locked with some kind of reserve mechanism. I wonder, let's do this. Print JavaScript, get a number and command line. Okay, this is a sort of test, right? We're gonna print Java. If the argument is 5, we're gonna print script. We're gonna print okay, this is something really cool. So this challenge will be really amazing. Okay, let's not see this. Okay, we're gonna complete it on our own. So we need to create a file called fizzbuzz. We're gonna take a number argument. So before that, let me change my screen. I think now it's visible. Before that, let me clear the chat section, right? No, I think it's visible. So we need to create a new file named fizzbuzz.js. Oh, B will be capital, I'm sorry. So renaming it, B will be capital, right? So now we need to take an argument as a number, so this is not required. So say const, I'm gonna be a little bit faster. So input equals process, oh we need to typecast it, right? Number, we're gonna run process dot gv or vg gv. Okay, this time I was right. Okay, and so we are taking only the first argument and we will have only one argument, so 2. Now we're gonna use some sort of conditional operator. What was there? Printed value Java. Three and 5 divisible by 3 and okay, not divisible by 3 or 5. So let me show you something before I start writing the code. Check this out. These are the conditions. The conditions are, if the argument is divisible by print 3, we gonna print Java. If the argument is divisible by 5, we're gonna print script. If the argument is divisible by both 3 and 5, we're gonna print JavaScript. And if it is not divisible by any of this, so we're gonna print input number. So now let's start coding. Let me change my screen. Next, done. I think now it's visible. Okay, so save it. If input, you can use the modulus operator, right? %3 equals 0, console.log JavaScript. Java, case are small, right? So we're gonna console.log Java. Else if, since we are using multiple conditions, so input mod 5 equals 0. So console.log script. Why you are not using, okay, there is a good question may approach your brain that why we are not using this divide operator, right? So if we used it, we can even get a result in point, but we need only the proper divisible. We don't need the answer in fraction. That's why we are using the modulus operator. Else if, right, both the conditions are true, so we can use the logical AND for checking out both the conditions are true. We're gonna print console dot log, say script, and at last the ends, that is nothing is divisible by, so console dot log, what was that, input number, input. So if I print, say, let me check this up, testing your script, we passed 3 but we got Java instead of JavaScript, please test your script again. Yeah, I think there is an error. What is the error? Circumstances is divisible by 3, so if the argument is 3 it should print Java. Okay, I think we need to report it, because as per this it should print JavaScript. So let me check it, right, node (15) Java. Why? There is some error, we have done some sort of errors, right? Let's keep it here upon here. Okay, we are using equality operator. Now it should work. Okay, so let me change the screen. Pressing on hack, you're gonna get 500 XPs. Cool. I think we have no work here. We can shift out from here. We have completed all these missions, right? What's the time? Okay, it's already 11:22. I think that's all for today. We're gonna complete it, right? Okay guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. and see you soon again. Bye bye.